Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Dark Souls 3 Ashes of Ariandel. This is episode number 3 being recorded on Tuesday the 25th of October. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, despite what I said at the end of the previous episode, I've still not yet slept. I tried for about an hour or so. It's about 7 a.m. now. And all I could think about was what was on the other side of that bridge. So, we're gonna do one more episode before I go to sleep. I also, while processing the audio from the previous episode, I also decided that the most likely location of the last flask and shard is probably the Grand Archives and Castle Lothric, respectively, and I was right. I missed both of those. But the reason we're at Firelink is to give the handmaid these ashes. So, Captain's Ashes, Umbral Ash of the Captain of the Millwood Knights. With this, the Shrine Handmaiden will prepare new items. Long ago, when the Millwood Knights lost the forest they called home, they began a journey so long that even thoughts of their sworn enemy washed away, replaced by a vision of a cold and brittle wood.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service? Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
So no new dialogue there. But let's see what we got in terms of items. Helm worn by the Knights of Millwood, adorned with antlers believed to grow from the blessed beast of the ethereal oak. The blessed beast of the ethereal oak. When the fabled Millwood Forest was discovered, it was a vacant ruin. The only thing left was the ethereal oak, stood rotting. No corpses were discovered, yet their belongings lay neatly on the ground. That is creepy. And so I'm just thinking about something that the NPC said when we first went to the cleansing chapel.
Now, Ashen One, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away.
Something about bringing Ariandel flame to do away with the rot or something to that effect. So presumably those things are related. Where it says here the only thing left was the ethereal oak, which was rotting. So another sort of curse-rotted greatwood situation? Ethereal oak. The char-bronze breastplate and the thick black cape are adorned with the symbol of the ethereal oak. So nothing else really there. Did they give us weapons? No. Well, we already picked up their weapons, so okay. Thank you kindly. Is there anything else we need here? Might as well stock up on those.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
We're probably going to need to buy some more Rime Blue Moss Clump at some point, but the ashes are an Irithyll dungeon. I did not get them, and I'm in no rush to go do that, so we'll deal with that when we run out of the 4 that we have. Yeah, I just had to know what was on the other side of this bridge. That's still so weird to see painted world of something that isn't Ariamis. So this bonfire is named Rope Bridge Cave. So again, give FromSoft and Frog Nation some credit for their very apt naming of bonfires. Oh my god, it looks just like the painted world of Ariamis. Like, just like it. I also don't trust bridges in this game. Instinctively. I might have just broken it. Yep. Don't tell me this is a ladder. Well, this isn't, but that almost certainly is. Yep. Wow. It took me a while to find the... Oh, shite. I'm going to assume that if we reload the area, it'll be fine. Let's hope so. Oh, thank gosh. So, I don't know if it's just because I haven't played Dark Souls 3 in a while. But the loading screens seem longer. And not just for the DLC areas, but for the base game as well. Ever since the DLC update. Don't think we've been there yet. And the second thing is I'm gonna start looking away when I see a loading screen, because I just saw the item description for a bone wheel shield. So I think it's pretty safe assumption that we're going to be running into some bone wheels here, and I don't believe the bone wheel shield was in the main game. I could be wrong about that though. Okay, probably not the best place to stop. Oh no. Again, not afraid of heights, but FromSoft really does know how to evoke certain emotions. So the rule that I discussed in the previous episode of up before down, I'm very, very tempted to break it here, because I see what looks like precisely the same type of chaos trunk platforms right here. No, shite. So, there we go. Right there. That looks a lot like the platforms that we traversed in Lost Izalith. Although I see that at the end of one of these very narrow platforms is a very large and intimidating looking enemy. So yeah, so we'll stick with the up before down paradigm for the time being. Hi, Corvian friends. I hope if I don't attack you, we're cool, right? Keep up the good work. Oh, hello there. He looks friendly. He is friendly.
Hello.
Well, you look to be unkindled. No bell tolls. And yet you've slipped into the painting. Oh, no matter. If you've lost your way, the words of Lady Friede will guide you. Now go on inside, show respect, and listen carefully.
Okay, first and foremost, this guy has some really cool looking armor. I heard a noise. I think I'm just too on edge. Yeah, he looks really cool. Second, he knew that we were on Kindle, but he said that we look like we're on Kindled. So again, I think it's pretty fair to assume that even though I've not tested in this particular instance, that he would have likely said, you look unkindled, even if we weren't currently embered. I'd be interested in testing that out, though. His armor looks a lot like the Canehurst Knight armor, too. And, again, could just be me, but... Oh, and there's something else he mentioned, too. That the bell didn't toll. And somehow, like, that it's a weird thing that we arrived here in spite of the fact that there was no bell toll. Like, the bell didn't toll. Which suggests almost that, like, this is another realm in the same sense that Lothric is a realm. I don't know.
What's keeping you? Go on. Right inside. Show respect. And let Lady Friede speak to you.
Okay. I wonder, is she actually going to speak with me, or is this going to be a boss fight? I'm very intrigued. So, just to review Hollow Gem. A gem of infused titanite. A stone plentiful in Londor, land of hollows. Used in an infusion to create hollow weapons. Hollow weapons are said to peer into the essence of its wielder, whose luck boosts attack. I don't know how I feel about the whole essential property of humanity being luck. It's kind of curious, but yeah, that's a discussion for Let's Talk Lore. So I'm going to assume the bonfire on the other edge of the cliff. Oh, this is another cleansing chapel? It's sort of another... It's a little bit different. I'm going to assume that the bonfire on the other side of the cliff is for the area that we have to go down the bridge for. I'm going to assume this is a shortcut exit. Probably. Or nothing at all. It's a ladder. Some very fancy looking paintings. These look all to be of her? Or not, no. Or are they? I can't tell. I have no idea what that noise is. Hi, Lady Friede. Sorry, I'm just looking around before we chat. What does this statue depict? A mother with her child or something?
Welcome to the painted world of Ariandel. I am Friede. I have long stood beside our blessed Father and the rest of the forlorn. But forlorn thou seemeth not. Ashen One, I know not the missteps which led thee to this painted world. But thy duty is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest. I presume it visible to thee, the bonfire here in this room. A meek and faded thing, but 'twill guide thee nonetheless.
Wow. Wow. So she just dropped a bombshell, I think. First and foremost, very reminiscent, of course, of the the plea that Priscilla gives you when you enter her boss room in the Painted World of Ariamis, where she basically says, yeah, get out of here. This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, or something to that effect. And she may have been right at some point, but obviously, you know, many of the inhabitants are hollows and just people who aren't really people anymore, because they're so mindless and just seeking souls. But that aside, so that's very interesting that she wants us to leave by the bonfire, which, by the way, in Dark Souls 1, this was something I was thinking about in between episodes as well. In Dark Souls 1, and this is sort of a consequence of the differences in how the world, excuse me, the differences in how the world is designed and how the player is meant to traverse the game space. And that is, in Dark Souls 3, you are given the option to warp right at the outset, and it appears to be a necessary that appears to be a necessary thing because the world doesn't seem to be physically connected. So in Dark Souls 1, when you go to the Painted World of Ariamis, you can't actually warp out of there once you sat at the bonfire. If you try to warp, it'll just say you cannot warp, even if you have the Lord Vessel. So that increases the tension in a way that this, you know, can't really be accomplished in this game. I don't know if you would want to in this game, because yeah, again, it's a different game, but very interesting. And so finally, the bombshell part is that she says, I presume you can see the bonfire in this room, which implies very heavily, I think, that bonfires aren't visible to those who can't use them. And even though this is Dark Souls and not Bloodborne, this was something we talked about in Bloodborne Let's Talk Lore with the lamps, in trying to figure out why the Hypogean jail, why the lamp there gets destroyed after the blood moon, why and how it gets destroyed after the blood moon rises. And someone in the comments theorized, and I can't remember because it was almost a year ago, but someone in the comments theorized that maybe only hunters see them. And so it appears that the exact same thing is true in Bloodborne, or in Dark Souls, which is fascinating. Really, really fascinating. So she wants us to leave.
Ah, yes. There is a thing thou shouldst by rights possess. Ours is a chance encounter, to be sure, but perhaps it was meant to be. Let this be a remembrance of this cold world, a thing to help thee bear thy duty.
Well, that is very nice of you. Thank you. Kindly.
Now, return from whence thou camest. Thou'st a place in that world, and that alone is cause to rejoice.
Aww. That is so sad. And especially fitting given the fact that I just spent basically the last week straight writing a research proposal that is centered around the notion of othering. And yeah, this entire DLC is comprised, in a similar vein to the Painted World of Ariamis from Dark Souls 1, is comprised of outcasts and others. I hope she doesn't get mad if we go up the ladder. But let's see what the bonfire is called. Ariandel Chapel. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at my footage to double check because I'm too tired to remember. But I want to say we did not light this bonfire. And that it was already lit, which is very interesting. Suggesting perhaps that whoever the unkindled woman was that came before us might have been the one to light that bonfire. Let's go talk to our friend now.
Lady Friede has spoken, has she not? Then tarry no longer, and be gone.
Okay. I guess we're taking the bridge. I really want to see what's up that ladder, though. Alright, up before down. Gotta stick to the rules. The arbitrary and self-imposed rules, but rules all the same. Be careful with this torch up here. I don't want to light all these... Wouldn't want to light all these scrolls on fire. Who is the painter? I can't imagine that it would be Friede herself. Because it seems as though someone is painting her. But this painting is either unfinished or meant to represent something abstract, or both. Maybe this is meant to represent just the cold of this world? I have no clue. That is some amazing detail on FromSoft's part, though. Like, look at that. I don't know really anything about painting, but that looks... that looks about what I would expect a painter's setup to look like in this particular setting, if not a little bit later. Got some easels here, a whole bunch of frames, and a bunch of scroll? I guess they might not be scrolls after all. Paper on which to paint, perhaps? So the one enormous downside of not being online is that I'm bound to miss illusory walls somewhere. I'm sorry for breaking everything up here. Actually, yeah. Let's not be mean. Let's go down the bridge. Yeah, she definitely posed for someone for these. So the question is it that dude outside? Oh, someone's gonna light these candles. Gotta get the trash man here. Need some help. At some point, we're going to execute on an idea that I have with these builds originally. When we started doing when the trash man started doing the torch thing, and that is going to the Cathedral of the Deep, waiting for invaders, and then recruiting them to help us relight all the extinguished candles in the area. I always find it amusing just getting to see how people react when they come across me and the trash man doing something silly like that. Oh yeah. So this place is, and I guess this is not at all inconsistent with everything else we've seen in Dark Souls 3. But it seems almost like a mashup of the Painted World of Ariamis, Lost Izalith, and Frozen Ilium Lois. Is that a person's... Oh, yeah. So yeah, it's going to be fun fighting that guy on that really narrow platform. So time for more of my favorite... Oh my gosh. I tried to do a plunging attack there. I have no idea what happened though. Oh man. There's already too much platforming in this DLC. Oh my gosh. Okay. We better move. because I think that was an arrow. Oh, that's such a troll crystal lizard. Such a troll crystal lizard. And he killed itself nice. Didn't mean to do that, but sure. Oh man. Oh, I don't like platforming. Why are you making me do this from Soft? So yeah, I don't know if I reiterated this in this particular episode, but the warnings from the first episode very much still apply, in that the longer I go without sleep, the more liable I am to talk absolute nonsense and make no sense. So you will have to accept my sincerest apologies if indeed that is what is currently happening. No, this is not cool from Soft. Not fucking cool at all. I knew I was dead as soon as I dropped onto that platform and saw there was an enemy there. Ay, ay, ay. Not cool from Soft. That is the first part of this DLC I've legitimately not enjoyed. Mostly just because, like, this game, platforming does not work well with this engine and with the way this game generally plays. Oh no. So there's no blaming that death on FromSoft. That was all me. All me being impatient and not remembering the movement of the two-handed R2. Gosh darn it. I don't know if I went down the ladder over there. On the other side. I don't think I did. Well, something else to check out if this path down here continues to give us trouble. Oh man. At least I don't have to worry about the souls I lost, because they're already gone, so we can do this a bit more snappily this time? Is that even a word, snappily? Do this a bit more quickly. Let's just go with that. Again, I apologize if I'm not making any sense. It's part of the problem with committing to do something like this is that, you know, I can play these games while not being fully present. And obviously it's not an ideal way to approach these games, especially when it's a new game or a new, you know, expansion or something like that, just new content in general. But I can also, you know, if I wasn't committing to recording a blind playthrough, which I'm not complaining because this is one of the most exciting parts about new content coming out, is getting to share my reactions with those of you who find my content interesting or enjoyable enough to watch it. But it does require some sacrifices in terms of, you know, the amount of time I've spent thus far playing the game versus already having spent like an hour or so editing. Oh, that's not good. We can roll down here, right? Yes. Okay, let's see if there's somewhere better where we can fight this guy. Are you a friend? Are you a friend? No, you're not a friend. God damn it. We did it! Yes. Oh man, that was intense. So this reminds me a lot of the frozen bits from Frozen William. So, let's get out of here. I do wonder if that's just a coincidence, or if we're meant to return here at some point to find other things. I'm gonna guess it's just a coincidence. That looks like a frozen crab. So, is this... Oh, thank you. Is this supposed to be the smoldering lake? Depths of the painting. Wow. I am so intrigued. Because in the smoldering lake we also had... We had the chaos crabs, I guess. Oh no, there's more of them. Oh, of course there is. Gosh darn you, FromSoft. Oh, we're dead. So hard to create space. Well, that didn't go so well. We made it to the bonfire, so that was a small victory, but then FromSoft snatched it away immediately. Go figure. So we'll leave that direction for now and see what's over here, if anything. That's gotta be a boss room. That has to be a boss room. I'm feeling cold just walking through this place. Yeah, it looks like that's the only path, other than the crabs. So let's go check it out. That looks like the spire at the profane capital. Wow, this place is beautiful. Or one of the structures from the Painted World of Ariamis. That's a more likely source of it, but that could be a connection that I had not yet seen. Okay, maybe this isn't a boss room. It's just a beautiful, wide open, cavernous space with lots of flowers and pretty icicles. Oh no. Alright. Yep, it's a boss. No, and a multi-enemy boss too. I don't want to kill any more dogs, FromSoft, please. Oh, can't parry that. Missed both of my riposte. Oh, missed another riposte. What is that icon next to them? Stop it with that stabbing move. He's doing a gesture. I knew that couldn't have just been it. Oh, I was much too late with my dodge there. Shouldn't have gotten greedy with that second hit. Oh, dodged too early. Oh, don't tell me he gets injured like Sif. So he's got red eyes, suggesting some sort of spiritual impurity. Champion's Bones and Valor Heart. By the way, I know that we probably didn't deserve to win that boss fight, but we did. I credit the build. Where is this bonfire? Just like the graves outside of Firelink. And sort of a microcosm of Artorias' grave in Darkroot Garden. Alright, item description. Champion's Bones. The charred but warm bones of a champion burn at Firelink Shrine bonfire to participate in undead matches. Oh, it's for the PvP arena. Long ago, an undead declared a fight to celebrate their undeath, and to preserve what remained of their souls. So it was that the undead matches were born. The merit of an undead is measured in deaths. Could there be a greater gift for such a creature than a fight that has no end? Very, very interesting. Very interesting. We might go try that out. We also picked up Valor Heart. Weapon once wielded by the champion of the undead match, a special paired set consisting of a broadsword and a lion shield. The champion fought on without rest until he lost his mind. In the end, only his page and a lone wolf stayed at his side. Wow. While in stance, use normal attack to thrust forward with the shield up and a strong attack to execute a shield bash with the lion's roar. That's really cool. Really nice design too. Alright, where the heck is the boss? Oh, there it is. So that right there is another prime example of, yeah, this integration of gameplay and story that only FromSoft seems to be able to achieve to the extent that they do. At least of the games that I've played. I've obviously not played every single game, but yeah, they certainly have a knack for it. Let's just put it like that. Champion's Gravetender. So interestingly enough, I believe Champion's Gravetender was the human NPC that we fought before we fought the wolf boss, whose name I've since forgotten. And yeah, so that's interesting. It makes sense, but I saw there was a fog gate during the boss fight, which suggests to me that there's somewhere we can exit down here. But it might have just been that area over there. Okay, you know what? I'm pretty tired. So what we're going to do is we're going to go check in with all of our friends, all the friends that we've made so far in this playthrough. And then we're going to try a couple of PvP matches and see how that works out. Because yeah, that should be, I'm very intrigued by, yeah, how this is supposed to work and whether it ends up working out better than the Dark Souls 1 arena or the Dark Souls 2 arenas for that matter. I don't think they've ever really done a good arena, so yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what they've done better or worse this time around. We're gonna go check on Mr. Cozy. That's what we're gonna call him, because he didn't give us his he didn't give us a name. Hi, friend. Nice and comfy there?
Quick, go along. Find one for yourself. A sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
Okay. Well, I hope you continue to enjoy your sweetly rotting bed, friend. Take care.
What troubles thee to linger yet? Thy duty is all, and thy duty lieth elsewhere. Return from whence thou camest, for that is thy place of belonging.
What if I wanted to commission your painter to paint me? Are you suggesting that Bam Bam isn't pretty enough for that? I mean, you don't get skin like that overnight. I was thinking that maybe they'd be pleased that we beat the boss, but they don't seem to be too bothered by it either way.
There is one thing you should know. Inside the cold painting, curiosity could be your cross. Stray from the withering flame, and the snow will swallow you whole.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I imagine he would have said that had we kept talking to him earlier, but I didn't want to piss them off because they already didn't want me here.
There is one thing you should...
Yeah, so we just missed the last line of dialogue there. Okay, you guys are so dull. Wow. I'm so, like, I want to know what's behind that door so badly. Could this be the woman in all the Velka statues? Sort of like a surrogate? Because as best as I can recall, I don't think there were any statues of Velka in Dark Souls 1. Or Dark Souls 2 for that matter. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so there was a ladder over here that we missed last time. But where is it? Ah. Oh, not more platforming, please, From Software. Yeah, I think I'm definitely over-leveled for this area, judging by the upgrade materials that all the enemies are dropping, because I don't think we've even had a single Titanite chunk yet. I'll see if I can get the trash man to join me for a live stream after I finish my playthrough at some. Whoa! Oh, it's the bed of chaos all over again, isn't it? No, it's a whole new place. I was not expecting to slide down like that. And I sincerely hope that I'm not the only one who heard the Beach Boys in their head when they started sliding down there. Because that was the first thing that came to mind for me. What the heck is this place? If we don't find a bonfire, we might have to just warp out of here because... yeah, like I said previously, I am pretty pooped. And so I'd like to do a couple of arena matches to at least try it out. And I will definitely be including that in the episode. And I hope you like it because they will all have been recorded before you have a chance to say whether or not you want to see more of it. So if it's fun and if I'm not absolutely terrible at it though, then again that's could be another live stream idea for whenever I have the time to do live streams. I don't think I have the cat ring. And I don't think I can withstand that drop. I could be wrong about that, but... so yeah, so those are the ladies to whom I was referring earlier. The ones with the long hair. But there's also a whole new... oh, it's like the things from Irithyll Dungeon. But even creepier. Oh man, I am not in the right state of mind right now to deal with Eldritch horrors from Soft. Why? Eldritch horrors and platforming. The two things I did not want. Oh, they're like crows but with no fur. Oh, that's so awful. Oh, gosh. See, what I find very interesting about this is how you would look at something like this, and one of the first adjectives that popped to my mind to describe this was impurity, or Yeah, this is the woman here to which I was referring. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say she does. She might be friendly, but nope. But yeah, in spite of the you know, just diseased nature of this particular spot, none of the enemies have red eyes, which, excuse me, which if, oh my god, you're still, leave me alone. Trying to explain something in the middle of your poisonous swamp. That, yeah, if I'm right in that the primary indicator in this game of impurity is the red eyes, then it's fascinating to me that something like this wouldn't necessarily mean something similar. That this concept of spiritual impurity of Kegare is so different from that of our own in the West that, yeah. Like, I'm not suggesting that this can't also be an indicator of impurity, and that the red eyes must be present. Oh, stop it. But it's very interesting to me that if I'm right about that being the primary indicator of spiritual impurity, then it's very interesting that they chose specifically not to use that here. Are you already dead? You're already dead. Oh, I'm talking in circles, I'm walking in circles. Creeped out by the area. You know what? We might have to just come back. Because I would like to get at least one PvP match into this episode. Yeah, we're gonna come back here in the next episode. We didn't check to see... Did we even get a soul? I don't think we got a soul, did we? No. Probably still worth checking to see if he has anything, though. Let's try the online thing. The arena, rather. Let's see how this works. I think it's very convenient if, in fact, I'm understanding this correctly and you need to be at Firelink Shrine in order to do this. Undead match? What? Oh my gosh, it has password matchmaking. What? Arena kill for what? That is crazy. Oh, you can do an honor duel. Use of Estus is forbidden. Oh, that is wonderful. That is so cool. And the possibilities in terms of... Oh, this looks like it's spotted the kiln we've never even been. Like, these towers. Okay, we gotta do this. Okay, duel, co-op match group, 3 versus 3, 2. Oh, this would be awesome for streaming as well. Joining their 4-player brawl or 6-player brawl. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. I can't change the arena for some reason, but... Let's see. Oh, that is so cool.
Hello.
Sorry, friend. What a dodge. Wow. Well done. Wow, I got wrecked. It's weird how it doesn't tell you their name. Wow, I might not even get a single hit in. Oh no. Death by fireball. Well done, friend. I am not good at this. Oh, cool. The aura is determined by the covenant you're currently in. That is really cool. I really, sincerely am awful at this. Gosh darn it. Oh, that was pathetic. Good job, Madman Joker. Okay, who's gonna kill me now? Well, this guy doesn't waste any time. Fair enough. I was so close to hitting him. I feel like I'm not managing my stamina well at all. Oh, pathetic. So bad. It's just getting worse. Okay. Let's see if we can at least get a hit on someone. Oh, it's another person using a spear. Oh, rolled way too early for that. Oh, I did not know that was a thing. Oh, I used all my stamina there. Again. GG, friend. So, we may have been humiliated for the first 3 matches, but we won the 4th one. And we're going to make that the last. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.